Flight Boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind Eminent Terry's Moon. Flight Boss, the Archangel Uriel. And Dolo here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And I'm going to tell you right motherfucking now that this shit is funny, like, and I know you can look at the title, but, and I know a lot of my soul group would be like, stop talking about this. But there's a few things I got to get clear, because if only y'all seen my emails. And it's like, it's funny. And it's like I'm getting debates and shit now based upon that video. It's like this video is gaining the most. And I knew it was going to have that kind of friction because of the words that I use. Because I'm in a high, it's not even fair for me to debate anybody. Because all I'm doing is I'm up here looking down. And I'm taking y'all little elements and putting them together in certain mathematical equations. And these mathematical equations in y'all reality is causing friction. And I'm just up there looking down like, and this is what the fuck they still baffled over? Like, and it's just funny. It's not even fair for me to even be in a debate with anybody, because you can't possibly win. Like, you'll be sitting here telling me what shit mean and what shit really mean, and I'm gonna be sitting here telling you what shit really is. So it's just gonna be a whole bunch of me going over your head, and then in time, in life, you're not gonna do nothing but come to the conclusion that I'm already at anyway. So it's like a waste of time, and nothing's gonna be learned out of that. It's based upon ego and shit. So to debate, it's not even fair to debate me, because I'll be sitting here talking about you, and you'll be sitting here talking about something. You see what I'm saying? And I could go in deep what that really mean, what I just said, but for real conscious people, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But it's just funny, like, because before, like, I knew it was going to spark a lot of things. So before you even understand anything, you have to understand that your whole concept of God is wrong. So you want to come argue with me and debate with me about what's a God and this, that, and the third, when wherever you learned about the concept of God always was trying to tell you is God. So who gave you the concept that God is outside of you in the first place? That God, now there is an external God, but I'm going to tell you why now. Who gave you that concept in the first place? So you going on my video saying, or you emailing me talking about, oh, the white people ain't sun gods, black people ain't moon gods. Your concept of God is wrong in the first place. When in your religion, okay, you go ask a Christian person. You ask them who was Jesus. They say God. They say God was Jesus. You would say, was Jesus a man? Yeah. They telling you right there, God is a man. And every religion is trying to tell you that God is man. So for you to argue with me and tell me that oh, God, they ain't no gods, white people ain't no gods, or black people ain't no moon gods, or for you to tell me that already let me know what level of consciousness you at. Because if you was really into Kemet or anything of like that, then you already know to take the title of my video, instead of it saying white people are sun gods, black people are moon gods, you would have read it like white people are sun man, black people are moon man. Because if you was in the Kemet, like you say you are, then you would know God is man. And each religion is trying to tell you how God is man. So if you arguing with me about a man or woman not being God in some type of way, in whatever delusion that you in, then who gave you that concept that a God is outside of you anyway? And then if we want to get into a racist bag, I'm going to tell you the white man gave you that theology. So what I just said just did a 360 anyway. Like, it's no way you can beat me in a debate. Like, you might as well just chill out, dude. Just chill. Sit back, relax, and just receive this knowledge and try to get higher in consciousness. Now, when we talk about the color spectrum, now, you got dark people, you got light people. Now, to lighten something up, what happens? It takes light, the sun, right? So when you have an actual manifestation of a light, right, reflected on something, the more it reflects on it, the darker it would make it be. But the actual energy of the thing that's making things dark is the light. So when you look at light in all forms, it transforms, or it causes friction, or it causes damnation in some type of way, or it causes separation. And then within those things that cause enlightenment. Now, if we want to get into a racist bag, ain't this what white people did to black people? It made you get enlightened because they ushered in separation. Look, if you really think about what I'm saying, it actually help you fake ass consciousness niggas. It actually make you realize that, yeah, we do got the power of darkness. We do got the power of melanin. We do got the power of the moon. We are the emotional creatures because we bring into them, and I don't want to say me because I don't describe to none of y'all niggas. I ain't white or black, none of that shit. But for y'all motherfuckers in those realm of illusions and lights, if you really pay attention to what I'm saying, it help y'all. It help y'all shit. Why are you fighting me? Like, duh. It help your shit, but based upon what you have been learned and what you have been taught, you still confused amongst the right and left brain. So you fighting a concept that actually help your concept. Dumbass. So if something is already light, it's going to cause friction and cause the dark to disappear. Look, I'm about to turn off the light, right? It's dark as fuck now, right? Now I'm about to turn on the light. The dark has to flee, right? So if y'all want to think about it in y'all weak ass black consciousness ways, right? When white people came and took over, it made y'all black ass motherfuckers disappear. It don't matter in any dimension, any frequency. My theology is right. I just brought it lower down to y'all frequency and how y'all look at things. And it's still right. But the way I brought it in my previous videos, I brought it from a higher dimension. And I brought it down here. So once it got filtered through y'all illusions and how y'all see things under this light and shit like that, y'all got confused and want to argue with me. Oh no, the sun burned them up, and it's like, and then I go back where I'm at and look at the shit like, man, take this by the bitch. So now I know why Cain killed Abel. Now I know why man and woman got the ability to kill their own motherfucking brothers and sisters. Now I know why y'all got that ability. I'm starting to think black people wasn't oppressed and then through generations the DNA just stuck into them to the point that they got this mentality of entrapment. I think just the darker your vessel is, I think just something comes with that from the astral realm before you go into the physical. I think something comes from that in the astral realm. I think pieces of entrapment energy comes with that. I'm starting to believe that now. This is what y'all niggas are starting to make me believe. And I had one motherfucker try to say, oh shit, man, yeah, had to unsubscribe based upon my language and what the fuck I'm saying. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about your bitch ass subscription, nigga. Nigga, I was doing this shit when I only had 2 or 3 subscribers, nigga. You think a subscriber discouraged me, nigga? I don't give a fuck. I don't do this shit for no subscribers, nigga. I do this shit because I'm me. Because if that's the case, nigga, I would have stopped doing this shit when I had 3 subscribers for 2 years straight. Nigga, I don't do this shit for no fucking subscribers, nigga. I do this shit because I'm me. It ain't not one thought in my motherfucking head when I'm making a video. Oh, I'm about to make the video and I'm about to do this because I'm about to get 100,000. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Nigga, when I wake up, nigga, I get ideas, thoughts from the astral plane. And nigga, and I feel discouraged if I don't do it. Nigga, I get mad and upset if people start calling me, start coming over, start bugging me, preventing me from doing this shit. That's what it make me upset, nigga. If it's people, places, if I'm around people that kind of make me feel like it ain't even the right time to do a video or put out some knowledge right now, nigga, I get upset at that kind of shit. Nigga, I ain't getting upset at the subscriber or not. Nigga, fuck you. Fuck your bitch ass subscription, nigga. If you a nigga or a bitch, whoever the fuck you was, it don't fucking matter to me. I'm not in y'all realm of illusion. I'm not in y'all lights. I'm not under y'all sun. Yeah, I might be physically and in the body of that mind. I might be physically under that sun. You know what I'm saying? As a fucking term, but I chose to. I chose to go through all realms of realities and express my wisdom and knowledge. So from what's there to come. But by no means necessary do I need to utilize my sun for that sun. I don't need that sun for shit. See, y'all too physical. Y'all want to talk about, oh, but go somewhere in a cave or go somewhere and live. You can't live without the sun. Look, I use the sun for what the fuck it's used for. To transform certain fucking things to be transformed. That's when my sun connects to this sun, the spirit get enlightened, and it allows my body to stand up fucking straight in my fucking spine. And I use it for that transformation death. So when I'm stale or I'm sleep and I'm stiff, right, I use that spirit for what it's used for. To cause movement. That's death. When something stays still for a long time, it freezes, right? That's death. The moment you move it, that's life. That's that's soul. That's source in it. So that's what I use the fucking sun for. And able to, for that. But then that's when it fucking stops. Because I know where I'm at. I know what realm of reality I'm in. I know what body I'm in. So I know what to use what for. And I know when to let that stop. When we talk about being conscious awareness though and shit like that, me and that motherfucker on the same fucking level. See what I'm saying? I don't need my ideas and thoughts from this fucking sun. I see a lot of these ideas and thoughts that this sun carry out based upon the people who are not consciously aware and they just go with the fucking flow every day. So if they just naturally going through the flow and they stumbling over shit or they stumbling over success or even stumbling over failures, but you know this is an average human, you know they just aligning themselves to what they're consciously aware of, the actual fucking sun. So they just going with the motherfucking flow. So if I ever want to know what the sun is consciously aware of, how the sun act, how the sun do things, then all I gotta do is look at an average motherfucking human. And the only thing it's gonna tell me is, yeah, the fucking being that we in right now has fucking confusion. Don't really know who the fuck he really is. He's really he's really stupid. He's really just trying to learn through the motherfucking beings that's in him. But y'all motherfuckers should take that and think I'm talking about the overall. No, same way it's many different humans, many different suns. This sun is just the mind of a being we in. It's many different fucking beings. And there's many different fucking outlooks and theologies. The same way you could be a person with totally different ideas than me, it's the same way you and a being that got totally different ideas than another fucking being. And if you haven't been through a lot of different realms of realities and beings, then you're not consciously aware enough to even match or fucking debate me. Because I've been in all of them. I done been in your world. I done been in your conscious awareness. I done had your thoughts already. But probably when I was fucking 3 years old. That's the difference between me and you. Your level of consciousness now is probably mine's at 3, 4 years old. I'm not even going to say your name on this. Because you ain't even a person you ain't even had a lot of debates. So you're a person who really just like me. I don't really care about debates. But if you were somebody, I would have said your name, but it don't really matter that way. But at the same time, I'm just trying to let you know that this is one of those bite the bullets type shits. You know what I'm saying? Nobody will know who you is, but you know who you is. And you can't debate me on any level. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna argue with me about? Oh, God ain't the white man ain't the sun God because they burn up under the suns or whatever like that. God is just man. And they just a lighter spectrum of man. And when I see light, and when I start to correlate Jesus and all that shit, this, that, and the third, I know what I'm thinking. I know what I'm talking about. When I start to correlate Kemet and all the ancient deities and this, that, and the third, I know what they was referring to. And then I know when the confusion started. Now I'm not stupid. I'm aware of these fucking religions and things of that nature. I'm just here to tell you, you don't need them. And they're part of the reasons why you're confused and thinking something that's external and internal in the first place. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to rise you up out of that. But you arguing with me, you're just arguing with yourself. Don't get mad at me, get mad at your religion. Don't get mad at me, get mad at yourself. Don't get mad at my ideas. Get mad at why your religion have those ideas and why they don't have nothing to back it up with. You see what I'm saying? What you think makes sense only makes sense in the world you live in. And if you live in that world, you're gonna make all the sense out of it. Here's for an example. You may live a fucked up life. You live in a fucked up situation. But how do you make yourself appreciate that? How do you make yourself feel good and be able to sleep at night? You come up with all kind of things that make your situation make sense. So you're able to sleep good and feel good about it. You might be a nigga who will kill a motherfucker, who steal every day of your fucking life. You got all kind of energies attached to you because you've been thieving from everybody motherfucking house. So you feeling all these feelings and shit. But what makes you feel good at night so you can go to sleep? You make up all kind of shits why it makes sense. Oh shit, man, but my kids gotta eat. Oh shit, but we be hungry. Oh shit, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So regardless of what makes sense to you, or the illusions or lights that make you feel good that you're able to sleep at night, it only makes sense to you because of the world you live in. Do you get it? But until you took yourself out of that thieving shoes and put yourself in somebody's shoes who don't thieve, that's the only time you're going to be able to realize from both spectrums and be able to understand things from a middle ground. And until you get there, you're going to be fucked. And what I'm telling you is, it's like that on so many levels. On so many levels. For y'all niggas to still argue with me about color spectrums and about who is God and who is not God, it's the same fucking thing. You're still on one side of the spectrum. You have to at least put yourself in the other spectrums first. Don't just get all your knowledge and illusion from one spectrum. I'm gonna give you a little secret. I'm gonna give you a little secret. This is what you really need to do. This for all races. When you learn it, don't just go to the first thing and think that's absolutely right because you think it makes sense. When you learn it, the first thing you need to do is find the first thing that opposes that. Find the first thing that opposes that. Then find the middle ground. Then keep doing it. Once you found something that opposes that, find something that opposes that. And keep finding everything that opposes that till you come to a broad perspective of why it's even in that situation in the first place. Like, why it's even a contradiction in the first place. Why is even opposing thoughts in the first place? Why is these people even coming to these ideas in the first place? Then once you get there, it's going to tap you into another realm, right? And this other realm is going to take you into a realm where you're able to take all these separate theologies that we was just talking about, all these different opposing ideas, and the reality you shoot through, you're going to be able to take all those separate ideas and make those as one, and you're going to be in a realm of reality where you have to take all those as one and defend all those a bunch of other shit. So so it's like, as a spiritual being, when you come back down, when you come back down to the area of life where that grouping of opposition ideas that you had to bring together to go up to fight a bunch of different ideas, when you bring yourself down to the area of life where all that shit is scattered again and it's not one again, and you already been in the realm of reality where it was all one, it makes you, it's like draining. And then it almost makes me feel like there's no words or there's no way I can even convince y'all how all of that is the same shit, because when I come down in y'all reality, shit get foggy. It's really hard for me to even decipher through the separation, because I start to see how it makes sense to y'all and why it makes sense to y'all in the first place. So it's going to be like I'm agreeing with you, but when I go back in my dimension, it's not going to make sense to you. But when I go back in my dimension, I'm going to be disagreeing with you. You see what I'm saying? But see, y'all not going to be able to understand even how my mind is even orchestrated. You probably don't even understand right now how I'm even able to have this conversation, how I'm saying it. You probably thinking right now like, this nigga smoking something. What are you talking about? You talking about going up and going down and bringing things as a whole? It's like, I don't even know how to really explain through words what I even see and what I'm even expressing to y'all. My best way of explaining it wasn't even with the words. It was through my body language and my hands and shit. Because that's the world I come from. Wasn't that many words. So when I come in this reality, I got a lot of shit to say. A lot of shit to put out. Because y'all got language? What? Our forms of language wasn't like that. So I could talk all day. But because it's coming from a place where we ain't dead talking. A lot of that came from vibration. So that's the world I come from. So I might come down here and ramble a lot. But believe me, man. Believe me, dog. It ain't no bullshit. And if we was to get into a debate, it's not fair. Because you're looking at a debate like a debate. I'm looking at it as the structure of debate in general. So I'm going to be attacking you and why your mind worked that way. And why we even in this circumstance in the first place. And you're going to be arguing with me about what the fuck do a sun mean and what do God mean and shit like that. and I'm going to be putting all the shit in your face of how you're playing out the characteristics right now. And you're going to be mind fucked. And it's like, I done won that debate already in this dimension, that dimension, this dimension. And it's like, you probably still ain't going to understand. And it might take you 5-10 years later to be like, damn, I remember when I had a debate with a nigga named Dolo the Pilot Man. And we actually living what this nigga was talking about 10 years later. Nigga, motherfuckers are stupid. Flight boss, bitch, goddamn air. But yeah, that's just a quick for you guys to understand that a little better. And for this fuck nigga to go ahead and sit down.